Heading into the weekend, hoping the Cowboys can turn things around. The team is 3-5, coming out of a hole after back-to-back losses to the Falcons, the 49ers, the Lions. Well, this weekend, my favorite team, I'm just playing, the Eagles are coming to the Star in Frisco. Joining us now to preview the matchup, Locked On Cowboys podcast host Landon McCool. Landon, my man, I wish I was a little more optimistic today. Welcome.
I don't know what you would have to be optimistic about at this point. It's been pretty dour, to be honest, these last few weeks.
Landon, the big storyline for the rest of the season is Cooper Rush time, baby, for the foreseeable future. I already know the answer, but I got to ask. Could this be the spark the team needs?
Well, I don't know. I think, look, Cooper Rush had a very successful outing the last time he was the starter, and he had to come in for an injured Dak Prescott. Obviously, we pointed to that a lot over the last few years, what a great job he's done, and that's been what's kind of kept us satisfied with the current backup quarterback situation. But you never want to have to test that theory with a backup quarterback, and it's certainly not against your bitter rivals as they are ascending towards another playoff run. It certainly can happen. I say it all the time. The ball is oblong and it bounces weird. So these things, can be very random. But I'm certainly not expecting a rejuvenated offense simply because Cooper Rush is playing quarterback right now.
The Eagles are a division rival. Great assets like Saquon Barkley. How do these teams even match up?
I think when they match up, when they're healthy, they match up pretty well. I think the issue is that right now, actually both teams are really beat up. The last time I checked, the Eagles had 14 players on their injury list. The difference between them and us is that they had 14 injured players who all were full participants of practice last week, and the Cowboys, had 12 injuries, and 10 of them were unable to practice. The Cowboys just have a lot of injuries right now at key spots. When we talked about defensive end week in and week out, Micah Parsons is finally coming back this week, which is going to obviously help boost that and maybe help the defense play a little bit. But obviously, as you get one player back, you lose two more with Dak and CD, obviously with the AC joint. So I think when they're healthy, they match up pretty well. But the issue is that the Cowboys obviously have a lot of key players with serious injuries.
Is Micah back this week, Landon? And how's the rest of the defense doing when it comes to all those injuries?
It does sound like Micah is back this week. He practiced all week. It sounds like he looked explosive in practice. But you're still not getting Deron Bland back. I don't know what's going on with that situation. He's had a foot injury. There's been a timeline where we've been expecting him back, I feel like every week for the last 3 weeks, and he hasn't even practiced. So he's not going to be back. So you're going to see Kalen Carson again this week with Trayvon Diggs on the outside. I think, you're getting a little bit healthier as the season goes on defense. But unfortunately, you're losing players on offense. Zach Martin didn't practice very much because of a shoulder and a knee and a back, and he's old. It's starting to pile up a little bit, and then obviously, when you have your quarterback out as well, it doesn't help with any kind of momentum.
Last one, man. Can the team turn things around? What's your score prediction for this weekend?
That face is probably going to tell the tale. Honestly, I have to pick the Eagles again. I mean, I don't see the Cowboys turning this around. I mean, last week when they had Dak, it felt like the offense was doing a little bit of something at times, but again, they just couldn't seem to get over the hump, and the defense still is just shorthanded. I think having Micah back this week is going to help. I think it will help with the pass rush, but the issue is with the Cowboys, they can't stop the run. So I'm going to pick the Eagles to win, let's say 28-21, and it may not even honestly be that close. If the Eagles are able to run the ball the way they have been all season on first and second down, it could be a blowout for the Eagles.
Oh, Landon, we appreciate you as always. You can catch Landon with some new episodes of Locked On Cowboys every day. You can watch wherever you get your podcasts. He'll find a glimmer of hope for us all. It's today on our streaming app, WFAA+. We got a new episode set to stream at 1 this afternoon. Again, this app is free on your Roku, Amazon Fire, or Apple TV.